What's happening for this experience? If you're here, it's by divine design. Claim it if you own it. If you're feeling it. Let's see what do we have. There's something here for everyone, though. Let's see what's happening. A spiritual black ops mission. Spirit is on a secret squirrel mission to do what? Okay, there's something that they're trying to do. What is it that they're trying to do? Spirit is trying to accomplish something. Let me see. I want to use the indigo sage to see what they're trying to do. Let's find out. What's the spiritual black ops mission to? The mission is there to accomplish a goal, right? So spirit is got a black ops mission. The first thing I heard, is it a rescue mission? Because I thought I heard rescue mission. I know I heard rescue mission. I'm like, is it a rescue mission? But I'm like, let's see what the card's going to show. Okay. All right, here we go. From the indigo sage, what's the point of the spiritual black ops mission? What's the point of the spiritual black ops mission? What's the point of the spiritual black ops mission? Thank you. It says healing grace in 9 initiations. Let any resistance to joy dissolve. Every breath enfolds you with conscious presence. So there's a spiritual black ops mission for your healing, to dissolve any resistance to joy, so that you could be filled with the conscious presence. Okay, every breath enfolds you with conscious presence. This is for your conscious presence. All right, let's see what the circumstances are. Show me the circumstances. We'll use the download to show the circumstances in this experience. So what's the circumstances? All right, spiritual black ops mission for your healing grace, to help you dissolve any resistance to joy. This is to bring in more joy. To bring in more joy. There's a spiritual black ops mission to bring you to a point of more joy, so that you could feel your own conscious presence, okay, in joy. I love that. Okay, let me see. What's the circumstances in this experience? What's the circumstances? Drama-free is the way to be. I love that energy. So circumstances is, some of you have let go of a lot of connections, moved away from connections that at one point took up a lot of your space, of your time, of your mind in your life. And you're letting those go right now because you're choosing to live drama-free. And in some fashion or form, that situation was not conducive to that. So let's see the external influence in your experience. And I have the Gypsy Witch fortune telling cards. Let's see what's the external influence in this experience. What's the external influence in this experience? What's the external influence in this experience? Okay. The external influence in this experience is the 3 of Swords or 3 of Spades. It says pig. The person could be a Chinese zodiac sign, the pig, okay? Somebody is a farmer, okay? And somebody got really foul body odor. They stench. They got a stench. Somebody's got a stench. The 3 of Spades does reflect the 3 of Swords energy. The truth that hurts like a bee but sits afar and near is an omen of phenomenal luck and great abundance, high honors and all ambition attained. Okay, so this is talking about you gonna have success no matter what. Somebody could be hurt about that success that you're having. You're staying drama-free. There is a spiritual black ops mission here in your favor in order that you have more joy in your life and release any resistance to joy that has been there. So I have my combined Muse and Light Seers Tarot decks. Let's put some shuffle on these and pull. I'm seeing 9 cards. 9 cards. We'll start with 9 cards. Okay, so let's see what's the energy in this download at this time. Show me the energy in this download at this time. One more shuffle on the deck this way. On the double deck. It's a double decker. Okay, we're double decking it today. I like to do that sometimes, you know. All right. Ooh-wee. Okay, but shuffling them is a little bit different than when they're single decks. All right, here we go. What's the message? One card at a time. Let them come out because they're perfectly aligned for this message today in the perfect order for what you're showing me. Okay, starting with the Six of Materials. Okay, Six of Materials, Six of Pentacles energy. This is about reciprocation, about harmony and reciprocation, getting what you deserve, okay, and having enough to spare and to share. Then we have the Magician, and it's in reverse. I heard somebody was trying to take advantage of that in the past. Somebody was taking full advantage of your generosity, okay. Somebody could have even lied and manipulated to accomplish their goals. And I'm picking up on a vibe of somebody who lies and says they got this disease or that situation. And they do it to play on your sympathies, to earn your pity, so that you can provide whatever it is they're looking for, which is a yes answer. And then we have the Emperor. And I heard, and you put your foot down. You put your foot down and you stood in your authority in that situation, okay? Let's see what else coming out for you, okay? Somebody I saw, your energy just came in and it said that you felt, with the Nine of Swords coming out, that in the past you felt that you can't get so far. Like there's a ceiling to your success. You felt like there was a limit to how much you could accomplish, okay? You felt like there was a limit to how much you could accomplish or how far things would go for you. The Eight of Cups is coming out in reverse. Right now, you don't want to walk away from something. You don't want to give up on something, even though, you know, you have had some sort of fear come up, worries and anxieties, sleepless nights about something, but you can't walk away from something. So let's see. Or you feel like you can't walk away from something. Emotionally, you're still hurting about something, but something is happening right now in you with this not walking away. It's like you're not running from it no more. Now you're addressing it. And so that's going to create a release that puts you in emotional mastery is what I see. Yeah, somebody here, you're like, there's no way I can walk away from this Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces person. I see that as well. All right, let's see what else can you show me. Thank you. And the Queen of Emotions coming out, which is a counterpart from a different deck to this King of Cups. Okay. Queen of Emotions. You're intuitive. You're psychic. You're ready to be receptive. Okay. Part of what you're realizing is your fear is around receiving what you wanted. There's fear and anxiety about getting what you wanted. Okay. And when you realize that with this Tower energy, that's like false evidence appearing real, and then when you realize that it's false evidence, it has no power over you no more. So that false evidence, that fear, when you realize the falsity of it, it has no power over you no more, and you free yourself from it, okay? And the muse of voices, and you find inspiration to speak, inspiration to talk, things coming together, okay? Something inspires you to speak yourself into another position, into a connect on YouTube. Are we reconnecting here? And make sure we got sound before I keep going with this. Sound working. Give me a confirmation, somebody, please, and thank you, because I want to continue this reading. All right. So coming out with the muse of voices. Okay, this is like you're with this realization, you're going to speak what's on your mind a lot more. Yes, good. Sound is good. All right. So I now feel like going over this to see the other side of the table in this experience. So let's see. In the past, you were having some great reciprocation, some harmony and balance, fair give and take here. In the past, shout outs to Interstellar Frequency, our first commenter for the live session, as well as Kat. And I see Blue Who. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for confirming that the sound is working. Okay. Hold on. This part went all the way to the floor. All right. And it's a page of inspiration. Okay. So you were, while you were busy sharing what you had to share, somebody was inspired by what you said. It gave them motivation to invest their self into more harmonistic situations, I hear. Because they loved, like, you had an abundance to give. And one of the things that was key for you was giving in where there's reciprocation. And that sounded like a good plan to somebody, is what I'm getting. That sounded like a plan sent from heaven. I heard that sounded like a divine plan. Yeah. And somebody here, I see you also, you gave to some sort of charity. You gave somewhere where somebody didn't have. And when you gave them from your abundance, you gave it with a willing heart that was wanting to do that. And this person really, they were like, oh, yeah, that excited them. They were so happy. You provided exactly what they needed at the time to help them accomplish a goal. But now recently you've been feeling like after that happened, then you felt like somebody was manipulating you. And look, we have the 5 of Pentacles coming out. Mm-hmm. So once you help somebody, then they're like, oh, well, I need this. And I'm getting the idea of dry begging, where they're just telling you what they need, waiting for you to volunteer to help. Mm-hmm. And I see that's where Spirit said, okay, it's time to shut this down. Okay, you gave what you were supposed to give to this situation. For somebody too, I see like what you gave, when you gave the help that you gave, like that person didn't make best use of it. Whatever you helped, they ended up right where they were before you helped again. This has already happened. Everything in this bottom row has already taken place by the time you find this reading. So with the Emperor there and them coming up with the 8 of Voices, this is where God has them in the perfect place for them to realize, to open their mind to other possibilities, to consider other options, to consider a different behavior, a different response, something like that. Mm-hmm. And so by this point, you have removed yourself, and that person had to sit in the energy of the situation that they put themselves in so that they can learn the lessons. Because see, life is a series of homegrown lessons. You end up in difficult spots because they're a perfect vibrational response to where you are at the time. And so for genuine change to happen, like, your life is going to send you a bunch of lessons. And that's where somebody was at. But they were still stuck in their own state of mind. They were stuck in the same state of mind. So you helped somebody out. It was just what they needed to help at the time. It's like giving somebody a ride, letting them borrow your car for a week, giving them something to eat, hooking them up with a job, something like that, right? And then, that didn't work out so well because there was some manipulations. And anything you gave, it's like, yeah, it was good news when you did it. Of course it was good news. They got help, right? But then they ended up right back in the same vibration of not having enough. And you were like, I can't do it for you again because I already did it for you and you lost it, which means if I do it again, I can't do it. So whether it was because you were inspired to say no, or somebody here, they actually ended up incarcerated. And so you didn't have no choice but to let them figure it out by themselves. Some of them, there was another way, some other amazing way, because it was divinely coordinated as a spiritual Black Ops mission, where this person was put out of your experience and they were left to sit in their own thoughts. So I feel like this Black Ops mission has already happened. Yeah, I feel like the Black Ops mission has already happened. So they said, pull another card from the top of the deck, which is standing right here for the next position. And we have Gemini. So Gemini energy here, duality, twin energy. We're going to pull the next card off the top. I'm doing fine. Everything is all right. Okay. So what's interesting here, I see right now, like there's this processing phase where you had to tell yourself you were doing fine and everything was all right, even when it wasn't. You had to dress up your reality and really like convince yourself. So you started telling yourself, even though there were worries, even though there were fears, even though there were things that you didn't want to let go of, even if you didn't want to let go of somebody, you started telling yourself that you were fine, you are going to be all right. And I feel like this person is already gone from this period in the past, but also in your most recent past, like this is the mental and emotional residue was still in you. Okay, so let's see. While you were in Nine of Swords, what was the energy in your environment? You had the Wheel of Fortune in the past. Yeah. So this is telling me that whoever this was that you closed the door from, like this person, part of the thing is you didn't want to see them go through bad times. You didn't want to see them get hurt. You didn't want to see nothing bad happen to them. And so you were worried about this person. You were worried about what happened to them. You were worried about them going through bad times. You were worried about them being, stuck in the same position. Are they ever going to fix this shit? Are they ever going to get out of this problem? Oh my God, now they're in prison. Now they're in jail, whatever it is. They have probation. Where are they gonna go? What are they gonna do? So there was in this part right here, in this, I'm doing fine, everything's all right. This is where I'm picking up on some guilt and shame because you were okay, you were doing all right, and you were not there for this one. So there was some sort of guilt and shame that came up, and that was like mental residue from the experience that you went through. So that's part of the processing phase of this release. This was a spiritual black ops mission to get you out of a situation where giving what you were supposed to give was not enough for whoever was receiving. Whoever was receiving it, they were okay with using manipulative tactics to want some more. But you didn't give up on them. And that's the hard part for you. Right now, I feel like you're in the emotional part where you're like, but I didn't want to give up on this person and I still can't. I feel like even if you're not physically, because you're not physically connected to this person, you still don't give up on this person emotionally. You still hope to see success for them. And we have the Ace of Inspiration on the other side of the table. So wherever you're wondering about somebody who you let go of because you gave all you had to give, and they still try to manipulate you to get more because their own feelings of lack and insufficiency and insecurity and or even toxic behaviors, codependent behaviors, or even like guilt tripping you, like that kind of worked for a minute. But this person, it's like they're in right now. Some of you are having this experience where you're like, why am I having so many emotions about this person from the past? Because this person from the past is finding inspiration from you right now. And the thing about it is, the other thing is that this person could be thinking heavily about you right now. And so because you do have some sort of connection with this person from the past, you're sensitive to it. Plus, this person has been on your mind a lot. So that keeps the open energy flowing between you and that one, because it's like you've had them on your brain. And so in reality, you're not thinking about them because they're missing you. You're thinking about them because they've received that you were thinking about them when you close the door, literally. So there's a message here, like they can't tap into you telepathically unless you tap in, open that door intentionally, and you do that by your intense focus on them. So that could happen back and forth for a while you get a grip on that, because that was a difficult ending for you. You weren't completely over it. And emotionally, you're still processing that. While you're still processing that, here comes new energy into your life. New energy. This is some sort of new person. This is somebody who is different. This is somebody who you didn't expect to see coming. Okay, this person is coming in your life. First off, you start feeling better. And part of it is they're saying beautiful things that helps you to see how this path is inspired. This experience is inspired. Let me see. What are they going to do when you come into this King of Cups energy? What is it that they're doing? Because I see like this is a new person, a new energy entering your life. You come into some emotional mastery, and what they're doing, High Priestess, what they're going to do for you is they're going to channel the messages. They're going to have this uncanny, this strange, almost unearthly ability to just tell you what you need to hear, to help you get your own head out of feeling stuck. This new person is going to confirm for you a lot of actions you're taking. Like somebody was just telling me about some roommates they have. Roommates who haven't been paying their rent, roommates who haven't been concerned that the person that they're rooming with lost their job. Nobody's concerned about her, but they left a bunch of stuff there and they went far away for a very long time. She's asked them to get their stuff. They didn't get their stuff. And so she's like, I think I might just sell them. I'm like, fucking sell it. Okay. They ain't come back. They've been gone for months. They said they was going to pay the bills before they left and they just left all their stuff. I think that's your bill money right there. You know, she was like, that's the confirmation I need. So for somebody, that's the kind of energy, like somebody's going to tell you something to help you be more at peace with the decision you're making that's better for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, with this Queen of Emotion, what's on their side? Yeah, the Sun energy. Yeah. So in this experience moving forward, like I see that you're happy and it's like you love what this person knows. You love them sharing their wisdom. They're such a delight to be around. Moving forward, like, so this person's here to reveal some things that helps you put your energy at ease and stop feeling so guilty and like you did something wrong in the past. And go of this person because they end up with their own karma and repercussions. Okay. But you haven't given up on connections. You haven't given up on love. You haven't given up on friendship or family or whatever it is. And here comes this new inspiration, this new idea, this person in your life who helps you make sense over some things in the past and why you feel the way you do and how you were protected in that too, from somebody who's not willing to see, you know, what spirit is showing them. Yeah, and so, hold on, let me just get this next oracle message off the top to go up there. What do we have? Virgo energy. Okay, Virgo energy is there. And what else? The prolonged and recurring chaos is evidence that attempts are being made to sustain a connection with at least one counterproductive energy roadblock. Yeah, so look, you start to have a lot of, somebody here, Virgo, is in the birth chart or in this experience. Somebody here, this is happening during Virgo season is what's going to happen here. But there's an experience here where you're having, like, you're feeling happy, you're feeling good. Boom. When you're feeling happy, when you're feeling good, something happens. Oh, you get news about the karmic repercussions. Karmic repercussions from the past. Okay. And that proves more evidence about what you've done. Like, whatever this person has told you that helped you get peace about the choice you made, so that you could stop feeling guilty and shame about letting them go. You get physical evidence from the universe, from the world, from this physical human world. Like for somebody, they're convicted of the charges. They're found guilty on their charges and they get their prison. This is when they get their prison sentence right here. They was in jail for like 8 months. And then you find out that they were convicted guilty of charging, overwhelming evidence, blah, 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 all that stuff. Repercussions. That's the way they showed it to me. But this could be even like somebody here was lying to you about something, saying, you know, that they were taking care of bills and you know, they weren't taking care of bills. And then boom, they end up in a situation that they didn't want to be in. And you get the news about it later. This is also where you have a realization that comes in. Somebody communicates to you about what had happened with this one in your past once you let him go. And this turns out to be like, oh man, see, I didn't have nothing to feel guilty or shameful about, because you're finding out how this person went through a whole experience that you are not supposed to see. Because if you had seen it, it would have really been emotionally traumatic for you to be involved in that. So now you're paying more attention and it makes you more confident. Yeah, more confident to let more joy into your life. So Spirit here has pulled one. They pulled the spiritual Black Ops mission to help you. It was hard. It was hard for you to accept this change. It was a big change because you had hope for someone, for a situation to improve, and you really gave it your all to help that happen. But that person or that experience, that energy, that organization, that company, whatever it was headed towards its demise based off of its own course that it has set for itself, right? And so you don't have no play in that. So in this energy, it's like spirits like get you out of the way so that their justice could be administered, because as long as they're standing next to you, like, we can't do that to you. That's not meant for you. You're not meant to feel these repercussions. So we need you out the way, because this is a targeted hit. This is a targeted strike designed for the person who created it for their self, and that wasn't you. We need you to get up out the way. Yeah, you get clarity about that. And this helps you solidify your emotional mastery. This helps you step up and level up. Yeah. And look, the Six of Inspiration coming out as your final card. Here, on the other side of the table, what you find is like this person, to you, you recognize their value as a channeler, as a healer, as a guide, as a confidant, as a trustworthy person who is able to give you real deal information to help you find success in this situation. You're like, I know that this person would never steer me wrong. I know that I can overcome anything. And what you'll realize, like, you literally missed a bullet. You literally missed a bullet that was not meant for you. Every bullet got somebody's name on it, and that bullet had the person's name on it who was standing next to you or something like that, because it was a situation that they generated. It was not meant for you. You were generating a different energy, and you kept wondering why, no matter what, it's like, why isn't my magic working? Well, because you had an energy consumer right here that was not reciprocating in your past. So when this energy is removed, boom, whatever this is, it's like success comes through, business takes off, your passion takes off, the interest, something goes viral, right? It goes viral. It goes worldwide. It takes off. It soars. It flies. What is that? It flies. It could be related to your finances for sure. It could just be related to your overall state of well-being in this world. Like, you just feeling better. You're having better experiences, meeting more interesting individuals and stuff like that. But this is all indicator of the success that you have in overcoming the situation. And it's like the one last thing you had to do was clear the guilt and the shame from your mind and your emotional body. From your mind and your emotional body. Yeah, you felt like it was blocked, but the thing is, you had somebody in your energy who was, they like to use the word vampires, right? And an energetic vampire. So it's like you were generating all this magic, making all this stuff happen, but it wasn't working because you were sitting next to one who takes all the energy that is meant to go in, you think is going into this magic, but this person is an energy vacuum. So they just consume. They don't put anything out. When they were removed from your situation, that was the divine acting in your behalf. Yeah. And this all happening brought you to emotional and mental mastery. Yeah. Because in the past, you were an emotional, like feeling lost. I can't move on. I can't let go. Stuff like that. Abandonment issues is not just about people leaving you. Abandonment issues is also about you leaving them. And so that's something that was coming up here in this experience. Also in your head, like, did I do the right thing? Always afraid of doing the wrong thing. You've been putting yourself in situations that were creating more chaos in your life, trying to do the right thing. But that chaos was indicating that this is not a productive energy. Do the right thing where the energy is reciprocal, where the energy is beautiful. Maybe you learned that you had to open up the flow of abundance in order to receive abundance. But the way you chose to open up your flow of abundance was giving to a vampire energy. No. Charity and good acts is all good, but it's got to be inspired, and it can't just be enabling. It can't just be enabling. And spirit will always guide you to where to give. Spirit will always guide you to where to give your abundance, because it's like, it reminds me of Ken Honda. He would get all this money donated to him, and he asked somebody, what am I supposed to do with you? What do you want me to do with you? Why did you come to me? And he will follow that. And it's like you would send all this energy to accomplish things. And you see these black lines, it's like it would take the work of your hands and scoop it up and take it into this black hole energy, which is like the nothingness. Nothing was happening. That's why it wasn't happening. Once this spiritual black op mission is removed from your situation, it takes you a minute to process it mentally and release the mental chatter about it. Takes you a minute to process it emotionally, release the emotional attachments to it. You feel better when you do. And then boom, somebody comes around into your experience. And it could be, for some of you, this high priestess is representing me right now, telling you this, making sense of what it was in the past and why things weren't going that way. And you're already down the path. It's been on the side of your mind or something like that to understand what had actually happened. And now you're finding this message. Yeah. If that was you, I heard 5,000 points. And then if you feel like you deserve it, 50,000 points. Okay, that's a first. But yes, this makes you more in tune and receptive to knowing that you know the right thing, you know the right move to make. And then once you get more secure in that, then more evidence shows up. Again, more physical evidence shows up. And it takes you by surprise. Yeah, it takes you by surprise. Yeah. When you hear, about somebody who's got themselves flipped upside down and stuck in a situation in a way that has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. And that's why you weren't allowed to be part of the repercussions. And then you come into the clear knowing like, dang, I really overcame. And this is where you like, I'm so glad I listened to my intuition. I feel like both sides of the table is you in this final position where you're like, internally, you have the clarity. Outwardly, you're giving yourself recognition. So you could even be telling your friends like, wow, check this out. This is what I did. This was my decision. This is why I did it. But what I didn't know at the time was this, that, and the other. And look at how these facts show that my intuition was on point since way back then. This could even be as simple as you doing that. Some of you are going to write a book about it. Some of you are going to talk about it on an open mic, on your own blog. You're going to make a post about it. I don't know what you're going to do, but you're going to talk about it, right? And talk about it and about the recognition. And it's interesting because as you do that, you are confirmation and inspiration for somebody else, just like this high priestess is for you in the moment when you need to understand these thoughts and emotions that you're having about this guilt about letting a person go through. And part of, again, what you had come to learn was like, you can't take, if you take them out of position that God put them in, it could be bad for you, disastrous for you. And what you're doing, if you're on a positive vibration flow, right? Which you were when you showed up, you had plenty to spare and to share. And so then the other part of it is the divine has always got folks right where they're most likely to learn what they need to personally learn to advance themselves to what they really want to be. And so if we take and we remove them out of there vibrationally, they go right back to where they were before you took them out. Yeah, so that's a message that I have right here for you. Interstellar frequency, you have a bunch of comments. What you talking about? Said, so true. Amazing how these cards work. It almost sounds like the processing fee of emotional thinking. Our old business partner was a Virgo. Whoa, that makes so much sense because it was done in one day. There was nothing that I was able to stop it. Every step I tried, I was blocked. I was going crazy about it. I finally got points. I love that. Hey, Janine, I see you, girlfriend. Trahib in the house. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Wow. So yeah, that's a message I have coming out right now. Let me go ahead and get the universe has your back oracle for you. Let's get you an oracle message from the universe has your back. Hold on. They said, what's at the bottom of the deck? I don't know. Let me look and see. Because we have the awakening. Wow. Rebirth, liberation with the judgment energy at the bottom of the deck. So this was about you had good judgment. You could have been downing yourself or feeling bad about the choice that you made, having guilt about a choice you had to make. But Spirit is here confirming for you like you've chosen wisely. This has been a wise choice. It's been an empowering choice. It's important that you made this choice. And you're going to have confirmation in this physical experience to help you set your mind at ease. And some of you, that's happening right now during this broadcast. Whenever you see it on Time and Space, everything produced here is timeless. I don't even care if I put a month or a day or a week on it. It don't matter. It's still timeless, okay? So let's go ahead and close you out with some beautiful guided messages for you from the universe has your back oracle cards. What are the perfect messages for you at this time, listeners? God, Daddy, what you want to say? What should they know? Give the guidance. Thank you for this guidance. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. Your peace has always been important, and you always, so part of the thing was you in this experience, you learned to start working more with your spirit and your mind, with your energy, instead of your physical presence and your physical actions. This experience helped inspire that in you. Let me see more. What else can you guide for the love and peace and happiness? Try here. Here we go. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. Yeah. Okay, look, somebody here, they were looking for the wrong thing. Okay, Spirit was trying to show them something, and they were looking for what they needed. And for you, you have to learn to surrender to what Spirit has for you, because it's Spirit is showing you what you need to see at the time. Spirit, surrender to where you're at so you can see what that is, so you can go to the next phase, right? My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. Yes, when the Spirit is showing you, so you attracted this person with this mentality for a reason. So part of this experience and part of the processing is where was it in me to have a manipulation, okay, that I receive a manipulation? Where am I holding on to victimization energy and, oh my God, it's happening to me and all that stuff, yeah? So let's see what else. What's the guidance for us at this time? This one on the top. What do we have? I choose love no matter what. I choose love no matter what. And one of the things is, even though I hurt to let you go, you knew it was the more loving path to let you go, to let them go, to let you go, to let yourself out of that situation. It was love for both of you. Because if you would have stayed in that, you would have just got real ugly. That's not nice. Happiness is my birthright. Again, this was all a spiritual ops mission to help you release any resistance, to dissolve any resistance to your own joy. And so, yes, happiness is your birthright. You do deserve to be happy. You do deserve that. And you're allowing yourself that more now by choosing the path of love. And, you know, everybody's not going to be on your path of love. You know what I'm saying? Some people will be on your path of love to show you what love is not, and the value of your love, that you don't have to give it just any old where, you know, that there's different energies. And that's a training process for us. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. Yeah, somebody's going to help you understand what the highest good for all is in this. And so this understanding is going to affect the way you see the perspective of this experience that you had in the past and where you're at now. This is what changes your energy, you know, because you want to be drama free. You chose to be drama free, but you know somebody's going through something. And wherever you've been holding on to guilt and shame about that, that's being released. Yeah, energy flows where my intention goes. So here you go. And choosing to flow energy intentionally towards that which is your happiness, towards that which does fulfill, to building that up, to doing things that, you know, are elevating your vibration. Thank you. What else, guidance? My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will materialize. Yes. And you will materialize. You're going to materialize justice in your favor. You're going to materialize more stuff that makes you happy. And I'm seeing with this imagery, like there's two of you coming together. You're attracting a like energy that's going to take you by surprise. You're attracting a like energy, somebody who's very similar to you, somebody whose construction is very similar, and somebody who the universe is connecting you to with purpose. With purpose, I hear. Let's see what else. The universe works fast when I'm having fun. And so that's the conclusion. Like, it's okay for you to be happy. The universe does work fast when you're having fun. And because you're right now on this energy of embracing your happiness as a birthright, like it's already here for me. And what else will be fun today? You release anything that, you know, just to understand that it's all happening in the best way possible for everyone involved. So you just release a lot of resistance to your own joy in that. You start focusing in your joy and focusing on love, because that's what you're focused on is materializing more for you. And the universe is working fast in your favor. Yeah, in the past, again, there's that fear. I told you. I recognize that I've chosen fear, and I choose again. I choose love. So another part of this could even be the fact of the realization, like, They worrying about somebody not doing well just because you're not there. Like, boy, how limiting is that? And you're not helping them. You love them. You want them to do better. You want improvement. You want them to learn about themselves. You want them to have their awakening and all this stuff. Okay, so you can't be afraid of that not happening and then support it happening. You just focus on, in everybody's life, wherever they're at, is a perfect experiences. They're fully supported. And sometimes they got to feel unsupported in order to look for where the support actually is, so that the support becomes clear. I mean, when you end up with only limited resources and an experience, and this is what's here for you, how can it get any clearer to some people that this is what's supporting you? This is where you're loved. This is where you're supported. And this is where things are working out for you. But sometimes, even though things get tough, like, they still don't see it. They still can't. They still don't want to look at it. And that's what somebody was doing. Like, they had support. They had a generous helping hand here with you. And, it's like Spirit had to remove you from it so they could realize, like, you were not, I mean, it was all fun and games until this person started to try to manipulate, take advantage, something like that in this experience. And so once that happened, like, Spirit's like, no more, because you know what, you finally recognize something about your own codependency, abandonment, worth. A lot of it was, I feel like, you recognizing worth and the value of your time, your energy, even your money. It has value. Didn't you give hours of your life to get the money that you have? Like, money is a big love language for most people, and they don't even want to recognize that. But money and the use of it, it's not necessarily the money, it's what is accomplished with it. Because people go out there and they give away some people every fucking day, hours of their life just to change that time for money. And so in this experience, like, Spirit's like, you got to use it wisely. Okay. And you figured that out. Once you figured that out, somebody wasn't allowed in your experience anymore, or this situation was removed for you, something that was unfair, that was taking advantage, a false contract. Somebody was paying for something, didn't never get it. And it was highlighted before. You could have lost even more money if it didn't get highlighted in the time that it did. Somebody here, there was some sort of deficiency, and information was brought to you. Some sort of expert came in and let you know about it. You were so grateful. They come in and they let you know about it before it costs you more, before you lose out, before you lose your deposit. I don't know, what is it? There's something here. And as a result, it's like you get realigned to something even better. A better property, a better job, a better contract, a better service, a better partner, a better friend, a better something that is more in alignment with what you've become since way back then. So this is the message that's coming through for you at this time. I'm so thankful and grateful to be here with you. Until next time, my dear, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.